and go. Boy, another day, another episode of DrawBomb.
I'd like to say another dollar, but I don't think that's the case.
Well, we made some money off the show so far.
So far, yeah, that's true. We got that little handy dandy bar down at the bottom.
Yeah.
To tell people where to go.
If you're curious about that bar, my boy Ian here, his computer decided to kill itself because of all the disgusting stuff that you keep.
I do keep a lot of weird files on my computer. Yeah. Let's make no bones about it.
The computer decided to murder itself because it's just couldn't abide with all the hideous stuff you were making and experiencing.
My computer is kink shaming me.
Yeah, by killing itself, which is the ultimate kink shame.
I've been shamed. I have been named. I have been canceled.
Yes.
By my computer.
But you're still standing.
Still standing, like that show with Kevin James.
What? No, that's called King Queens. Come on.
Which one's the one? Who's in Still Standing? Is that Bill Burr?
I've never heard of that, so I don't know.
Let me look this up. Now we're already 2 minutes in, and we're already Still Standing sitcom. Oh, it was the dude from Full Monty, Mark Addy. That's right.
I'm still standing. That's an Elton John song.
Oh, okay. Is it where he's like talking about still standing?
Yeah, it's that song where Elton John's talking about how he hasn't sat in a while.
I have been there, dude. I have been there.
Me too. And
Elton.
But that's surprising because his profession involves sitting.
Right? Like he's on a piano.
Yeah.
That's not like the kind of environment where someone can be like, you know what's the best? It's like a standing desk. This doesn't work out that way.
They don't make standing pianos yet. No ergonomic pianos.
I could use an ergonomic piano, man. Like
an ergonomic piano man. That's one of Elton John's songs.
Is that? I thought that was Billy Joel.
Oh, it is. Shit. You're right.
For once, I got that right because I always get Billy Joel, Billy White, Elton John, and Billy Idol all mixed up. Like any of their songs, you could ask me like, who made that, and I would. I mean, I could differentiate Elton John songs more because he's got more of a vibe I can kind of like recognize.
Right.
The other guy's not so much though.
I've probably told you this story before, but for our viewers, I went to this show once where Eric Idle, who is one of the Monty Python.
The Monty Pythons.
He was billed to come on and play some music because he was the musical one of the group. Some of you may know. He wrote pretty much all the songs.
I didn't know that.
Performed a lot of them too. If you've seen any of the movies, he's always the one singing.
I just know he's the.
He did like
the bright side of
he
life
did
guy.
that, and he did. If you've seen like history of the what's it called, the world? I don't remember.
History of the World.
He does the song.
History of the World X.
No. What's it called? It's They have 3 movies: Life of Brian. Yeah, obviously, Holy Grail, and then what's the other one?
Meaning of Life.
Meaning of Life. That's it. At the end, he sings this really awesome song about the universe. It's really good. I don't know if you've ever heard it, but you should look it up if you have not because it's really good.
He also sings the song at the end of Life of Brian.
Yeah, that's the bright side.
I never put that together. That he was the only real musical guy.
He's the one who does all the music for the show. And anyway, so he was billed to come out for this show, and they like announce him, Billy Idol, or no, Eric Idle, and then Billy Idol walked out.
That's hilarious.
And he starts to like play Bright Side of Life. Billy Idol does. And then Eric Idle walks out and he's like, what are you doing, man? He's like, oh.
What are you doing?
Yeah, basically. But
this is how I talk.
But I thought that was really funny.
That's
like,
a pretty great joke.
That's a lot of. Literally calling it another celebrity just to pull off your joke is pretty awesome.
That's like in the Oh Hello Broadway show on Netflix.
Yeah, Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, Matthew Broderick's behind the door for like he's yeah. You knew where I was going with that. You know.
Suppose I could have let you continue telling your.
That's okay. You know what? You already did it. Damn it.
I already ruined it.
Soiled it. No, but soiled it. But I remember the one time I was watching the MTV Music Awards, and like when I say watching it, I mean I was like 12 and I caught them on TV the one time.
You wouldn't miss it because it's your favorite.
It was my favorite. I always catch the MTV Music.
Who's gonna get the golden popcorn that they will put in their closet because they're all multimillionaires who don't care about MTV.
I'm sorry, is this award real estate? And I don't give a shit.
I mean, all awards are kind of worthless, but that's a whole nother, another thing.
Yeah, especially if you don't have any faith in the institution. But so there's MTV Music Awards, and this dude's like, excuse me, and this is like the year that Float On became a big song.
Okay.
Just to kind of set the timeline. Anyways, so the guy who's the host is like, alright guys, so we were supposed to have Modest Mouse come out and perform, but they couldn't make it, so here's Timid Turtle. And then Modest Mouse just came out and performed the song. But like when the guys like Modest Mouse couldn't make it, you could hear the whole audience go, "Aww," and then he says Timid Turtle, and then it's the same.
And they
guys
go,
"Aww." Yeah, it was just immediate inverse.
Just the same sound, but reversed completely.
Yeah, wow. I was like watching a Lonely Island bit. It was just like, oh, look at them using editing.
They just figured out how to use it that year.
Yeah, they did. It was new. Editing was a whole new thing. Before they would have to cut it with scissors, but here they could cut it with computers. You may not know this, folks, but we here at DrawBomb use computers.
We do. This episode is the first one. Before that, we were
all analog, baby.
Yeah, we were.
Everything you saw was done with oil paint.
We had a camera in front of a piece of tracing paper, and we're drawing on the opposite side.
Yeah.
Is that a scam? Would that make this possible?
I'm not sure if that joke it resonates quite so well with people who aren't artists. That's fine though. I mean,
tracing paper is known by all.
They can, people who aren't artists. I think you're a lesser than me because I do art. And you
don't like art? Well, good luck enjoying commercials.
You don't do art? Well, good luck critically thinking about anything you look at, you dingus.
Stupid idiot.
I just realized how naked you're drawing your caveman, and I was not expecting
I wasn't
direction.
Planning on that. I was gonna still add clothes. I just haven't yet.
He's very centrally riding that dinosaur.
I know.
It's like
I
think you should roll with it. As what I'm saying.
I was gonna move him up and add clothes. I'm just.
No. Embrace the.
Should he still be naked?
Catwoman-like posture he's taking on this dinosaur.
Should he still be naked?
Yeah, this is how Catwoman would ride a dinosaur.
That's true. Catwoman's probably ridden a dinosaur, right? 50s TV was really weird.
Look, I've seen the 90s Bruce Timm Batman episodes, and I would not be surprised if a fucking dinosaur showed up in one of those, because... do you remember the Bruce Timm Batman cartoons?
Okay, so I watched a lot of it, but I don't really have a memory that I can draw from of it.
So if dinosaurs seem out of the realm of possibility for you, there was a villain on that Bruce Timm Batman's named Clayface.
Oh, well, I mean, he also had Croc, which basically was a dinosaur man.
It was a dinosaur.
Killer
Actually,
prop.
honestly, that's a way better example than I was gonna say, anyways, because it's a closer analog to it. I was gonna just say a ridiculous Batman villain who I sometimes think like, wow, we really let them get away with that one and pretend like it was the most realistic Batman.
I guarantee that came from the comics, though, if it was in the cartoon.
It wasn't. Well, I mean, actually, Harley Quinn was invented by, I'm pretty sure,
Really?
Bruce Timm and those cartoons. I'm
up.
almost certain. Let's look it up to the boards. It's actually really hard for me to type and do a noise with my mouth at the same. Mia. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Created by Paul Dini and Bruce Timm to serve as a new Paula Deen and Bruce Timm to serve as a new supervillain and romantic interest for the Joker in Batman the Animated Series in September 11th. But she came out 9 years before September 11. Is that a conspiracy?
I think so.
I
think Harley Quinn did 9/11.
Not Harley Quinn did 9/11. That's the hashtag. We should not make that a hashtag.
No, I don't want nothing to do with that.
No, nothing to do with the 9/11 hashtag, actually.
Right.
But yeah, so she was invented for the Batman the Animated TV series.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's probably where she got the most, like most of her fame from, anyways.
Oh well, yeah, 100%. But also, like, I mean, she's like one of the more memorable. Like, imagine Batman existed for like 60 years before that animated TV series.
Oh yeah.
And then, you know, you're Bruce Timm, you're just like doing the shit you do. Probably pinup artwork because he was a pinup artist. But you know, you just make a Batman villain, and then like 10 years, 20 years later,
I can see that.
It's a cultural touchstone.
I don't think TV or like the cartoon is any kind of like less than the comics, and the comics is where all the characters were invented too. You know, like just takes an artist who, I don't know if at some point they're like, all right, that's the cutoff. No new characters for Batman. Like they Nintendo? Did. Like Nintendo. Which I didn't know was a thing until you told me last week. But
hey, I learned it from that interview with the guy who made that new Paper Mario. So I think everyone, it was pretty much news to everyone by the time we were talking about it last week.
Gotcha. I thought the new Paper Mario had new characters in it. I don't know how it works. I'm not gonna.
But I was more saying just like that's got to be a cool feeling for something to exist like years and years before you're attached to the project, and then you create like an indelible icon of that project. It's gotta be like a good feeling, awesome, as a designer of characters and things like that.
I agree. Yeah, people love Harley Quinn these days.
They sure do. I mean, it's probably because she was originally in like a skin tight outfit, and then they were like, hey, like, I know what we got so far is working, and like it looks cool, and it fits like the character pun, but let's put her in like a nurse uniform, I guess. I don't know.
And then we'll put her in like a tank top, and like just
let's totally just objectify her over time. That's great.
I mean, like you said, she was in a skin tight.
She was in a skin tight uniform, and she was designed by a pinup artist. So I mean,
plus she kind of plays it up and then like murders you.
Yeah, well, yeah, she's all like, "I'll suck your dick." Oops, did I just inject you with cyanide? Oopsie daisy, Mr. J. Oop oop doo. Harley Quinn, everybody.
I mean, she's been fleshed out a lot throughout stuff. Like, she's good in like the video games, and
she was, but cartoon. Again, the video game, it's weird because like before she was always in like the weird jester outfit, and then the video game was like, let's put her in a weird suggestive nurse's uniform.
Well, she starts as a nurse.
Well, yeah, well, no, she always started as a nurse, but like, no nurse wears that uniform.
True.
Like, I'm not complaining about Halloween. Her backstory. That's just no nurse.
You seem to be complaining about her backstory, if you know what I'm saying.
Whoa, hey, bro.
Hey, whoa, wait, whoa.
Hey ho, heave ho.
Oh, yo.
Yeah, it was a weird, like, I remember seeing that outfit and I'm being like, wow, I mean, I get it. you're fleshing out her backstory of when she became Harley Quinn, but it just seemed like a weird.
Plus, I think the whole game took place in an asylum, so I think that was where that came from.
Yeah. It, just again, the fact that like that is not a nurse's uniform, that is a stripper nurse's
I mean,
uniform.
you could argue that her boyfriend dresses like a clown, so she might also dress like it's Halloween time.
This is very true. Again, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of arguments that could be made in support, in defense of it.
But I will agree with you. No nurses wear that. If that's on that
like,
level.
That's like in the new Metal Gear Solid, like they have the one boss character who's dressed up in like fucking lingerie, and they're just like, no, you don't understand. Her skin needs to breathe, dude. And it's just
they have like a reason for it. They have a reason for it. She's like, I forget what her name is called. The Quiet
or Silence.
Yeah, she joins you. She's like she's a boss for a second, and then she joins up with you. But she's like, I don't know. They have a reason for it, but it's still dumb. But
they have a reason for it, but it's like saying like, hi, this is my character Booby McGee. She's got a disease where if she doesn't let someone suck on her tits every 10 minutes, she fucking explodes.
I'm also, though, I will say, I don't care about all. I know a lot of people want to pick those fights, but I don't care. Like, if the main character is a dude who runs around with a thong and he has like his penis is swinging around, I don't care. Like, if as long as
you get some prime Solid Snake perineum shots in Metal Gear Solid 4. Like he's in the jungle, snail crawling up in that old suit, you get like a whole shot.
You get a vantage point.
Gooch. Yeah, you get pretty much. You can snipe.
All I'm saying is, I don't care. I don't care what people are wearing. I understand. I think the argument comes in like people who want like I think females who want the video game power fantasy, but they keep getting like people wearing like. That all the males technically like get wanting that, and then just getting a character that's wearing like a bikini when they're like the male counterpart is like in a suit of armor. I agree, that's dumb. But if you're just gonna write a character that's just naked, I don't care. I'm not scared of the human body. I don't care if it's a guy or a girl. Go for it.
Like in the end, it doesn't bother me, but I am also just like, you didn't have any dudes working on this thing, did you guys? Like,
or any women.
Like.
You mean?
Or that's what I meant. I'm sorry. Yeah, you didn't have any women working on this thing, cause like, again, like she's a nurse, but she's wearing like a weird stripper outfit. Like I get it. Like she can be a nurse and like wearing some normal nurse shit, and she could look crazy. But it's honestly the fact that like, it was one of the first times you get like a modern redesign of the way Harley Quinn looks, because up until that point it had been very much like the Jester deck of cards look.
Yeah.
And then it's a video game. Which video games are notorious for having issues with representation of women and women working in the industry, and especially at that time, like nowadays, there's a lot more women working in the industry.
Yeah,
now.
For sure.
There's been allegations about like what's been going on at like Ubisoft, that like, is it a better situation than it was, and that remains to be like that question is still sort of in the air, because again, like a lot of allegations just came out very recently about like Ubisoft. Things like that. But like, at the time when that game came out, like it was like this was not even a topic that people were talking about. So, then like the first modern redesign of like Harley Quinn, who's like arguably one of the better women villains in Batman, or just in general, and then like she's like putting a weird stripper outfit. Like at the time, I was just kind of like, come on, guys, can we please like. We just got over like trying to argue if video games were even like worth like considering as art or whatever, and now you guys are like putting people in stripper outfits. Like it's no skin off my back. I have nothing riding on like the profit margins of.
But I get what you're saying.
Fuck ever. Yeah.
On that,
it's just annoying when you see that stuff.
On the flip side, let's make the Zardoz video game, and I can play a Sean Connery run around in a Speedo. Please.
And that's the thing. Also, is like if you're gonna like put one character like. Just like do equal representation on both sides. If one person's gonna be in a fucking mini skirt, like put another dude in like a fucking like Borat bikini or some shit like that. Like I don't give a shit. Give people the option to have fun. Like if you're gonna be thirsty, let everyone be thirsty for your fucking polygon. I don't know. That's my main thing, is like I'm okay with some thirst. If you're gonna be horny on main, go right ahead. But like. You gotta let everyone be equally horny for your shit, I guess.
I think that's a fair take.
I think that's a fair take. I hope it's a fair take.
Should we draw any other dinosaurs in this thing, or just one caveman?
You know,
that
if we just
dinosaur looks
the
mad
T-Rex,
about what's happening.
he looks a little not happy.
He's like, I did not agree to this. This is not a pairing like
like Primal.
Primal. I'm gonna rewatch that. I loved that.
It was pretty good. They're
I
coming
get
out
it.
the second season.
Yeah, but I'd probably be another like years. Well, I mean, it's been almost a year now.
But it's gonna be some time, I think.
I love the show. I know it's like simple, but I really dug it. It's just fun.
I mean, it's a good show. I mean, you know, they focused on what their forte was, which was the animation. You know, they had like a thing they were playing with, which I always appreciate when like something is playing with an idea. Like I like how Hateful Eight's kind of like a bottle. Like I haven't seen it, but I still need to see it. But I do like that's like a bottle episode of a movie, and I think that's cool. Like that's playing around with like a lot of things. So you know, I think Primal is doing a similar thing where they're like kind of trying out uncharted territory, or not necessarily uncharted, but like it's trying to strike a specific artistic choice that may be difficult to work with, and I respect that and I enjoy that.
No, I really enjoyed it. I didn't really have any like criticisms for what it was trying to be. I think they did a good job.
Now let's talk about why it's problematic. No,
is it?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
As I know.
You're usually the one to explain to me how things are problematic when I'm like, I loved it, and you're like, yeah, but this is why it sucks, and I'm like, oh, never mind.
Like, I'm
Cancel me. I didn't know it was bad. I thought it was fun.
You're canceled. I hope you're ready for the culture, because you're about to be fucking canceled right now.
I think it's good. I don't always want to be the guy that has to be like reminded of why things might not be cool, but I appreciate you letting me know when things. Yeah. And if I disagree, I let you know that. But I like the dynamic. I like it makes me think a different way that I might not have considered.
Yeah, and that's I think more what people like. You can still like the thing. Like
you can still disagree. You can disagree too. Like it's not necessarily if somebody's like, "Hey, that thing's bad." You can be like, "I don't think it is, though," and doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means you're having a conversation with somebody.
Exactly, and if anything, you know, people should come away from those conversations just thinking more critically about the things that like art. Just like the ideas that, because like the thing is, if you're making something, if you're creating a universe, if you're like creating an artistic project, you know, your personal bias is going to seep into the world that you create, because if you create a utopia, you're creating a utopia how you think one works. So, or if you're creating a dystopian universe, you're creating like a universe that's terrible, at least in your perspective. But like, you know, there's a lot of like fiction that's out there, and people are just like, wouldn't it be crazy if the government could come take your baby because you didn't make enough money? And then a bunch of people are just like, that happens right now. Like that's a thing. Like, what do you think CPS does? So you know, it's more so you don't have to come away like canceling things you love, or even not liking the things that you love anymore. But as long as you have a better idea of how,
I think the whole point is to get people thinking critically in a way they might not have before.
Yeah, about society and like the things that we take for granted, especially.
Nothing is binary, but it's nice to take other things in consideration that might have never crossed your mind.
Absolutely, it's like you know, when the government was kidnapping people out of unmarked vans, and they still.
Oh, you mean like right now?
Yeah, like right now, but like in Portland and things like that, people were like, "Oh my God, isn't it crazy? We've hit that point." And then a bunch of people were just like, "You know that like it was found out like last decade that the CIA was operating like black sites out of like Chicago. Like this shit's not new. It just depends on where you're at and who you are." So I think when it comes to those, what was that?
Or how in the open it is, because.
Yeah, it's just like maybe it's not affecting, like a lot of times it's straight up it's just not affecting white people yet, and then that's when people are just like, I'm just discovering this thing.
But occasionally there's also things that are just not in the open, like absolutely. Like when they found out that they were tapping all our phones and everything and the internet and all that.
Exactly.
Like, we were all like, if you would have a day before that blew, if somebody would have suggested that, you would be like, okay, crazy. Settle down.
Exactly.
And Captain Sheepy is in the chat.
Hey,
How's it going, Captain?
Captain Sheepy.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Love to have you back. That's yeah. Love to have you back. We're talking about Chicago black sites where people get kidnapped.
You know, fun stuff like usual.
The good stuff that people come to.
This is a show about drawing.
It's a show about drawing and not thinking about the outside world.
Did they talk about that kind of shit on Drawfee?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I feel like that's the successful version of our show.
Yeah, I feel like they probably stay away from topics like that. They're probably just like, let's not. Oh, getting a little hot in here, folks.
Oh.
Oof. A little steam action going on in the Drawfee room.
Something they do a lot that I actually think we should do is play some, not necessarily all the time, but once in a while, like Jackbox stuff, the drawing games. We
oh, hell yeah. We would
do a couple episodes, maybe like once a month where we just do that, or once every other month.
No problem with that.
It'd be fun.
Yeah, we should definitely do something like that.
We should definitely have more than one guest on for those so they can play with us.
Yes. We could do like drawfuls and things like that.
Easy, yeah. They have tons of drawing games. Every time they put out an iteration, I think there's one drawing game. So
that is true. I think that's
the newest one has. I was just watching because Drawfee, they invited them. They gave them an early copy of the game because apparently they like them better than us. But
yeah, of course.
They gave them
Dictionarium, Trivia Role Models, Push the Button, Joke Boat.
They gave them a copy of the newest one, and the drawing game in that works like you draw characters that like battle against each other type thing.
Are you talking about like a 7th Jackbox party pack?
Well, yeah, they put one out every year.
What? Well, you know what, that makes sense, but you heard it here first, folks.
That's an exclusive.
7.
I mean, if you go to their website, they have a list of all the games that are going to be on it and everything, but this is a first.
Shit. Jackbox Pack 7. I have all of them.
Yeah, me too.
For folks watching at home, so I mean. There's another Quiplash coming.
Maybe we'll do that next week. Maybe we'll play some some
we
games.
don't gotta do them on a Monday either, you know. I mean,
yeah, that's true. We can make it like a separate thing. I'm cool with that too. All right, we'll coordinate. We'll let you know on the Twitter for our 20 followers on Twitter. They'll be in the know.
They'll be hip to be square.
Right. Are we done with this drawing?
I am. Yeah, I think I'm all done.
All right, I'm gonna save it.
Trying to figure out Jackbox Party Pack, talking points. There's a lot of kittens I'm seeing in pictures when I Google this.
If you go to their website, I think they have all the.
You know, I did go to their website and they have they just have the Jackbox Party Pack 6 info. It's like they don't. Maybe there's like a. Lather round is game 5 in the party. They have like a news post about it, but it's not like something that they're really screaming about. No, I found it.
Oh.
But on their website, you have to like go a couple links to find info about it. Like they're not shouting about it from the rooftops on the website. Is what I should say. Oh boy, that is some naked dude on a dinosaur though. I tell you what.
What were you saying about hip to be square?
That is, I believe, one of the names of the
Oh, it's the name of a game?
I believe so.
Do you like Huey Lewis in the News?
You know, I think the song has a lot of themes about liking things that aren't popular. Hey Paul, and then I kill you with an axe.
Damn it! I was about to do the same thing. I was waiting for you to finish so I could do the same bit, and you stole it.
I stole it right from under you.
The early work was a little too new wave for my taste.
I wonder if Huey Lewis in the News ever gets sick of people just only thinking about that movie when they think about it.
I don't think so, because just about a year ago, they put out a copy of that same. They did it shot for shot, except it was Huey Lewis doing Patrick Bateman's character, and Weird Al was the guy he killed.
Well, that's incredible.
I gotta find it. I'll post it in the thing.
Hey, Al!
Yeah, exactly. It's awesome.
Well, that's lovely. Have you, you got this picture saved, right? I started getting rid of it later.
Yes. Okay.
Alright, sweet. You find that thing.
I'm gonna play it in the
You link
show.
it in
Should
the
I do that, or
DrawBomb.
should I just put it in the?
Just link it to the thing, because like, if it's like a 10-second clip, like, I think we're fine, but sometimes
It's
I know
2
that
minutes.
YouTube is like, oh yeah, no, it's
Okay, I'll throw it in the thing. You
yeah,
put it in
well,
links.
links, yeah, that's where you should throw the shit.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, folks, if you want to check it out, we have a Discord. You can find it.
Join our Discord and follow us.
Join the Discord.
Join
We
that.
have good people.
Like us.
Yeah, we post occasionally on there. I swear.
Well, we do it more if there were other people there too. It's
Yeah,
a
if there's
two-way street.
It's a bus. If you guys were a bustling community like we wanted, we would be on the Discord so much more.
It's true.
You've been playing any new games lately?
I have been playing Grounded a little bit.
That's
So that's
right,
pretty
yes.
fun. Spiders are terrifying.
Yeah, spiders are gross anyways.
Yeah, but they're worse when they're the size of a bus.
I
To
believe
you.
that. It makes a lot of sense to me.
But yeah, that's good. And then I just, as you already know, I just like 10 minutes before this bought Fall Guys, which comes out at midnight. So I'll try that out.
Oh yeah, let us know next time we're on the show.
I'm
Let
curious-
us know what you think.
I'm curious what the like, if you're able to party up before you start a game.
Yeah, I feel like the ability to, like, since it's like, from what I've read, you can have like up to 64 players or something. Like
Right,
that. So
but
I think
I'm hoping you can.
allowing yourself to have like your buddies buddy up beforehand. If you're gonna be in like a room of 64 like strangers, like you want to have a couple folks you can talk to.
They're not the first ones to make Battle Royale, and most of the other ones work that way. So I'm assuming that's how it's gonna be.
You gotta assume it'd be a strange decision to not include a feature like that.
Right.
Yeah, let us know how it goes.
I will.
I really like, like I said, I'm interested in seeing the variety.
It looks like quite a bit. I've been watching a little bit of it on Twitch, and it seems like there's a bunch. And the more successful the game is, the developers
The more
are already
people.
been like, we're just gonna, as long as people are playing it, we're just gonna keep making stuff for it like nonstop.
Yeah.
But it's like pretty, I think, easy to. It's like all the bones are already there, so all they just gotta do is just make it and new stuff
Yeah.
once they see fit.
That's the nice thing about supporting products, folks, is you get the support of the developers, which is why you should support us.
Yeah, we're
Oh
we're
God, I'm so
developing these
hungry.
joints. I haven't eaten in weeks.
I
I have food
I've
here, but
only-
I
No,
just
listen.
haven't been hungry.
Yeah, I feel you. I haven't slept in days because I'm drinking so much coffee.
Don't talk to me till I have my coffee.
That's right. Don't talk to me till this mug is this empty, or I'll hit you with the mug.
And then I'll spill my coffee, and then I'll be even madder.
So mad. What are you drawing right now?
I was trying to draw Patrick Bateman
Okay.
with an axe. A
That's
busted
fair.
kill.
I could draw a Willem Dafoe with an axe.
Did he have an axe in any of his movies?
I would be so fucking surprised if he didn't.
I feel like he shows up with an axe, and they're like, if you need this, I got one for any of the shots.
Yeah. No, it's okay, Willem. You're playing an otherworldly.
This is a children's
being.
movie.
It's a kids movie. You don't need. No, it's okay. I'll lean this
I'll
right
bring the
against my
axe
trailer.
Just in case.
I'm gonna look up a celebrity. Well, who's a celebrity I should draw?
That's a great question.
Who would go against Patrick Bateman? Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
I know I just asked you a question and then I answered it.
I didn't have an answer for it. You asked me and I responded with, I don't know.
You were spinning your wheels. Alright, so let's see. What's a picture of Charlie? Wow, I don't know how recent this picture is.
It's a miracle he's still alive.
I honestly, yeah.
Not to talk shit, but you know. I think he agrees.
He just looks like after that whole interview, he just sort of gave up.
He wrote off that for like a second, and then people were like, alright, we're done with you.
Yeah. To be fair, what the fuck has he been doing lately now I'm curious.
Besides drugs?
Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, I know he had a show that he was trying for a while. Let's see. Yeah, as soon as he did that whole interview, his whole professional work part of his Wikipedia just drops right off.
Yeah. Wonder why.
Wait. This is okay, and just listen to these two sentences. In 2012, Sheen returned to television in Anger Management,
That's
the spin-off of the film of the same name.
Oh, I didn't realize they were connected.
I had no idea that they were at all related. I thought that it was just like...
Does he play Adam Sandler?
I'm gonna have to find out. It's not... Okay. I'm looking it up. Stars Charlie Sheen in a variation of the Jack... So Charlie Sheen plays Jack Nicholson's character.
Oh, no.
Now,
Why even do that?
Here's the interesting thing, and I want you to tell me if this sounds like it makes any sense. Season 1 had 10 episodes. Season 2, it got canceled after having 90 episodes. Does anything...
Wait, say it one more time. I was waiting for something else to drop, so I don't think I was paying close enough attention to the things you just said.
Season 1 had 10 episodes.
Got it.
And then the show ended in Season 2 after 90 episodes.
90? What is this, an anime?
Right? I don't... And like... Yeah, it says 90 episodes. I'm gonna see if I can get it. Okay. Here is a list of all 90 episodes. Are you ready for this?
Whether I'm ready or not has nothing to do with whether or not you're going to read them. So let's go.
Okay. I'm gonna read them. Yeah. So Charlie loses it at a baby shower. Charlie's dad starts to lose it. Charlie and the ex-patient. Charlie's dad.
His name's Charlie.
Charlie and Jen. What was that?
His name's Charlie.
We should find out some backstory. Yeah.
I guess I can just accept that answer. I don't know. Surprised. He's called Charlie. Is he Charlie in every show he's in?
Charlie Sheen as Dr. Charlie Goodson, a former professional baseball player turned anger management therapist.
Alright.
Yeah. And then 90 episodes in season 2.
Wow.
At 90.
On what platform? TV?
FX.
Oh.
I know, I'm just as confused as you are. You know how I watch bad things just out of curiosity a lot of times?
Are you gonna watch that show now?
I almost want to see what a 90 episode season looks like. Just...
Okay. Well, good luck to you in finding that out, and let me know what
You'll find me hanging from the rafters.
I'm sure I will.
I'm gonna draw Charlie Sheen. I'm terrible at drawing people.
Yeah, mine doesn't really look like Christian Bale, but that's okay. Captures the spirit.
It does. It captures if you were to ask me who that is, I'd say that is definitely a rich
Maybe
Wall
when I
Street
get it
douchebag.
done, you'd be able to tell it's him.
We'll see. He looks like he's saying, "Hey, Paul."
That is what's happened.
Hey, Paul. Yeah, this is already not turning out to be good.
You're giving up way too early.
Gene Lee. I'm just like, what? How would I draw? Like, I don't like. That's the thing when it comes to drawing like people who exist. I'm like, what would I draw that would make the person look like that guy? You know,
It's
like
finding what parts of their face are unique and make sure you nail those parts, and then the rest is do what you want.
But how do you do that?
Just gotta focus in, zero in on specific details. Not that I'm great at it yet, but I'm getting better. Not that this is an example of that, but in general, because I've been having a lot of portrait commissions, and they're getting better. Well, I mean, everybody's happy with them, but I'm just saying it takes less time to get to the end goal, is I think the real goal, because I can always get it, but sometimes it takes me a long-ass time, and other times I blow through it because I'm learning how to draw people how they look. But it's hard.
It's not easy, I tell you that much.
And then caricature people are just like, sit down for 3 seconds. There it is, it's
Right.
you. And you're like, what the how?
Hey, look, you can tell it's a picture of George Bush from his dumb face I drew with,
And-
like a monkey's face. And
and
it's like,
he's-
how do you draw his face like a monkey face, but it still looks like him? I
And
don't
then
get it.
and then he's in a very small convertible.
Yeah, and he's painting pictures like a monkey. That's my Charlie Sheen right there.
Looks great.
Tiger blood. I'm affecting on cocaine.
Wasn't he in that thing saying he was clean? Wasn't that the whole like kind of conversation?
Yeah, somehow he started talking about how he's definitely not on cocaine right as they were doing like right then and there, and everyone was just like watching, going like, "Sure, buddy."
It's like,
Sure.
but why are you talking about this? I would understand what you're talking about more if I thought you were on cocaine.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
It's like you're.
telling me you're saying this shit not on drugs? Like, that's
Then what's
fucked.
your excuse?
Yeah, it's more fucked than if you were on drugs.
Right, exactly.
That's Charlie Sheen right there. It's undeniable.
I can tell it's him.
He's got a big shiny forehead. That's how you know. That's a Charlie Sheen's worth right there.
Can I turn stuff when I select it? Like a
No.
No?
Yeah, you can't rotate. It's very frustrating, I know.
That's bullshit. I'm not cool with that.
Alright, next celebrity I'm gonna draw. Emilio Estevez.
Done.
Done. Drawn.
Well, this axe is broken then because I can't twist. They haven't added the twist feature yet.
Let's see. Yeah. I should have luck when it comes to rotating, it looks like.
I guess so.
Alright, I'm gonna draw Martin Sheen. Because I'll tell you what, you know, I've watched Grace and Frankie.
Is he in that?
Fun show. Yeah, he's one of the main characters.
Okay.
It's a good show. I enjoy it.
I've heard it's good, I just haven't seen it.
It's definitely a show about people aged 60 or older who have a lot of money, like boning down.
Okay. So it's like a glimpse into my future.
Yeah, Except we're never gonna make it to be old because like global warming and stuff.
Right,
But
and
also,
the
like we're
apocalypse.
also never gonna be rich because of everything.
Yeah, sure.
So no, not at all. But if you like, if it helps you, yeah.
I'm still trying to be rich. I just
Yeah, I'd like to be rich,
haven't
but we
quite
gotta
nailed
raise
it down
money for
yet.
this computer fund before we can focus on being rich.
Right. That's the first step.
Get
Speaking
me
of
my medicine.
Obviously, we'll make more money once we're able to waste time playing video games.
Exacto mundo. That's how it always works.
Speaking of the computer fund, see that bar at the bottom?
Yeah.
Hey, throw 50 cents in there and
Throw a 50.
throw 50 Cent the rapper into the bar.
Hey, what's going on? I am 50 Cent and I am being thrown and I am not a fan.
I didn't approve of this. No.
How'd you like that,
Not a
folks?
fan of this one bit.
You want 50 Cent back on the show? Donate.
Yeah, he was a great guest. We would love to have him back, but we need to have you donate if you want him to. If you want him.
Do you think we could get 50 Cent if we like really asked him? Like, just like, hey,
Maybe, but if he came, I would. I'm not sure how good I'd be at interviewing actual celebrities.
you wouldn't do any research on his music so you could like connect with him more or anything like
I
that?
never said that. I'm just saying I think I'd be bad at it. You're jumping to conclusions now.
Hey, 50 Cent. When you were shot over and over.
All our questions would be about him being shot.
Over.
Did that hurt?
Did it hurt? Like, were you not a fan?
Did that happen
were
in
you
the
ho-
club?
What was that?
Did you get shot in the club when it was going down?
You know what? Let's find out.
Everybody's
I think
saying,
it was-
Fitty, you hot. But I'm saying, Fitty, you got shot.
You got, son. Let's see. He was discovered by Eminem.
Really? I didn't know that detail. That's Eminem just paying it forward.
Yep.
After he got
You know,
discovered.
lifting some, doing the Africa Bambaataa thing, where you take people who are in the streets roughing it. You know, you spot their talent, and then you bring them up out of the hard life.
And then you required that they put that in their Wikipedia.
Yes, that they discovered you. That's why you always know that it was Usher that discovered Justin Bieber.
Right.
Shot 8. Uh, 2 days before he was scheduled to film the Thug Love music video, Jackson was shot with Destiny's Child. So he was going to be discovered originally because he was doing a thing with Nas and Wu-Tang and Destiny's Child and DMX. And then he got shot. He was outside of his grandma's home in South
So
Jamaica.
they didn't only shoot him, they shot his career.
They did actually. They shot his career 8, 9.
But one might say that he wouldn't even get his video games if he never got shot.
He you can't say.
Can't have blood in the sand until you've been shot.
That's right. You can't Crystal Skull, Blood in the Sand. They were going for a Crystal Skull though, right? That's not the name of the game.
The game was called Blood in the Sand, wasn't it? And
Yeah, they're going for like a Crystal Skull, like a Indiana Jones thing.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're getting a crystal or like a blood skull. Look, okay.
I know
50
nothing about the
Cent,
games. My brother
Blood
actually
in
played
the
them, but I never
Sand.
did.
I hear it's not a bad third-person shooter.
Yeah,
It's
my brother liked them. Or
a
yeah,
diamond-encrusted skull. Yeah, he is going for a crystal skull.
That's
so.
awesome. Even better.
Yeah, but of the properties that have its protagonists going after a skull made of crystal, it is the better of the two.
What about Dan Aykroyd's attempt?
What? What did he do that has?
I don't know. He actually believes in the crystal. He's like a huge conspiracy theorist, and he has a vodka right now that is in a crystal skull.
Oh, I didn't realize that he had a conspiracy theory. I have like
he's
actually...
he made Ghostbusters because he's like, I believe in ghosts and I'm carrying on the family business. My family was all ghost hunters. He's like,
oh dear,
kind of loony. Not to yuck Dan Aykroyd's yum, but you know.
I always took him as the smart one.
No. Well, I mean, no.
No. Let's.
No.
I do actually have a bottle of like a skull, like from when I was leaving the restaurant job, the one regular.
The Crystal Skull vodka.
Yeah, the Crystal Skull vodka.
That's it's Dan Aykroyd's vodka.
Yeah. I still have that bottle. I just didn't know he believed in fucking
everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you think he's a QAnon guy now?
I don't. A what?
A QAnon guy?
I don't know what that is.
Oh boy, that is like the foremost conspiracy theory in America right now.
You're the fellow that just fills me in on all knowledge in the world.
It's like pretty much where you're gonna expect the next terrorists to come from is from like QAnon people.
Okay.
But it's like a big conspiracy theory where like back when Donald Trump was elected, it was like he's gonna arrest Obama and Hillary Clinton. You know, like Pizzagate.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, like Pizzagate. That was the beginning, and now it's just formed QAnon, which is like you get like people in government now who are like, oh yeah, I'm a QAnon person, and it's all bad. It's just not good. It's definitely like a bunch of people who are like waiting for the government like to find out that Obama and Hillary Clinton are being like executed, and then like as it keeps not happening, they just like keep saying like, well, when I'm gonna go crazy, shoot people if it doesn't happen, or something like that. Like there's a lot of articles about it. It's so confusing because the belief itself is so fucked up and full of like stupid bullshit. Like basically like they have a thing like where it's like Q drops or whatever, and then like somebody says like, hey, this thing's gonna happen and like you're gonna see fucking Obama get arrested finally, and then like it never happens, and then people who follow it are just like, that's what they want you to believe, bro. Like the actual date's happening like in secret or some shit like that. Like it just keeps getting like crazier and crazier, and like more and more people believe it because like Facebook and Twitter just recently like tried to ban a bunch of accounts related to it and things like that. And yeah, it's pretty much batshit and super dangerous, and it's not good. But it makes a bunch of people money, like including social media sites. So they've taken their sweet time and yeah. But if you ever get somebody who starts asking you like if you know about QAnon stuff, like just walk the fuck away.
Just be like, what's that? Just like I would have until you incriminated me.
Yeah, now you know. Now you can't feign ignorance.
Can't get unwoke.
That's right. Now you're I don't know any other terminology. Now you're down with the Q or something.
No, I'm not. QAnon ain't nothing to fuck with.
That's right. Wu-Tang. That's right. I follow the Wu-Tang-Anons. I'm part of Wu-Tang-Anon. We sometimes just shorten it to Wu-Anon.
Alright, so now that it's finished, does it look more like Christian Bale?
Let's see. It looks much more like Christian Bale.
Okay, I thought it would. That's what I said. And we'll wait till it's done.
We'll wait till it's done.
I feel proud of it. I think it looks enough like it.
Let's get a screenshot of... Hold on one sec. You keep that drawing right there. Christian Bale with axe. Alright, let's get that screenshot right in there. Let's do it side by side. Oh, Jesus. That's so big. Oh, Christ. Hold on one sec. The way that draw pile wants to copy and paste things. Very frustrating.
Just twist it a little bit. Turn it like 10 degrees.
Just rotate it.
Oh wait, you can't.
Oh no.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Look at that.
See
now, if somebody were to like put these up side by side and be like, what about Christian Bale? Doesn't look like Christian Bale in the drawing. I wouldn't be able to feel more like.
Okay, so I mean,
his,
obviously it's a cartoon, so things are exaggerated. But I would say if you're trying to get it more like him, maybe change the nose shape.
Change nose shape, take away from the chin, give a little more to the forehead.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You can still, when you exaggerate things, you don't change the shapes. You just make them like change the size, I think.
Yeah. He doesn't come across as a person who I find very, like. Let's look at some Christian Bale caricatures.
But that's gonna be a whole wide swath because he looks like a completely different human and everything he's in.
But like all these pictures like look different but look like him. I don't get it. Like, okay, that looks like what is it about this picture that looks like Christian Bale?
They're getting all the shapes right. It's about the shapes.
But like his nose looks completely different.
They got the shape, but they exaggerated it. The
Let's
stuff.
look at another one.
It still has the unique things about him. They're just scratched.
Look at that. That looks terrible, actually.
That doesn't look like him.
Well, it looks more like him when it's right side up. Alright. There's... Okay. That looks like Christian Bale too. Like
Right.
Christian Bale, the sequel.
It's because you gotta get the eyes, the nose, get that stuff right, the head shape, and the rest you can just stretch all over the place.
And then, like, okay, let's get another one going.
We're learning how to draw people.
Trying, dude. I'd love to get better at it.
Well, you know, it's all practice. I'm not great at it, but I'm getting better the more I do it.
Alright. That's a Christian Bale right there also.
See, like, I got the nostril right.
The nostril is, they do always make sure to draw the Coke nostril. Not that it's a Coke nostril on Christian Bale, but on Paul, like, or on, his American Psycho character. Do you think he got that role because of his nostril? I would say yes.
Okay. No, yes. Okay, yes.
Just looking at these drawings of Christian Bale, and like, a lot of them don't, but a lot of them do. I just, it's not, it's beyond me.
I think you could do it. It's just, I mean, I've seen you nail it. It's just, I don't know. It takes a lot of time, in the beginning, and then you start to learn which parts are the parts that you just have to get those right, and the rest you can kind of fuck around. It's like the eyes are big, the nose is big, the mouth, basically like the face. I mean, obviously that's what we're talking about, but I'm saying like just get like the things that are unique to them right, and then you can kind of be a little bit looser with everything else.
Like here's Martin Sheen right here.
It looks like him. I can see it.
But it doesn't, though. Let's be honest with each
other,
okay?
Slap a photo of Martin Sheen, your reference, and I'll try to point out critiques of what I think could change to make it look more like him. Oh God. Well, first off, your drawing has not eaten enough pussy.
Oh, what?
That's
what?
When he got cancer, he said it was because he ate too much.
No, that's like that's not Martin Sheen.
No, you're right. You're right. My bad. Who is it? Sorry.
All white guys look the same to you, don't they?
I think it was Martin Sheen. Are you sure?
It Kirk Douglas or
it
something
was.
Like that?
Wait. Yeah, right. Martin. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. I'm racist against white people.
Hold on. I'm looking it up.
Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas. Hey, I was right. It was a Douglas.
They have a similar look to them.
Michael Douglas, Michael Sheen. Yeah, I gotcha.
But no, it's not about names. It's they look similar.
Let's see what Michael Douglas looks like. Maybe I drew a good picture of Michael Douglas. No, I didn't. Well, actually, okay, hold on. let's
oh my God.
For a second. Did I draw Michael Douglas or Martin Sheen?
Michael Douglas looks like a slightly skinnier Martin Sheen.
Michael Douglas. Yeah, he looks like if Martin Sheen.
But when he got cancer, he's like, I did too much cunnilingus, and it's like, okay. I mean,
I eat too much pussy.
It's just like some kind of weird humble brag. This is why you have cancer. Come on.
I'm just knee deep in
my theory is that he has, you know, as a lot of rich people does, he probably has some like doctor that's a little more on the holistic side, and then they probably brought up the realm of possibility. Like, I've heard that it could happen from this, and then he's just like, yep, that's what it is, and I'm telling everybody.
I definitely.
That's what did it.
My pussy,
I'm gonna tell everybody I meet that's what caused it.
Definitely, that's what I'm gonna say in public.
On the news when anyone asks me.
Yeah, this will be great for cancer research when they find out how much pussy eating you gotta do to get cancer. Hey, Michael Douglas, why is it that you didn't get tongue cancer if you're eating so much pussy?
You ask me. You tell me. I don't know.
Let's not talk technique here.
Alright. Are you ready to go on to another drawing?
Let's just.
Alright, let me save this.
10 none of this. Oh wait, okay, hold on.
Yeah, you can throw yours back. Yeah. Alright.
On the hold on. The Sheen.
You don't have to write their names. Everybody will be able to tell just by looking at it.
Family. Those you can tell without even guessing.
You drew the dad and the brother, and I drew. I don't know if it's the dad. He might be their brother also. And then I drew.
The dad and the son. The father and the son. You drew the Holy Spirit.
I drew Estevez.
You drew Christian Estevez.
Exactly. Alright, I'm gonna leave you alone for a second so I can use the bathroom, and then I'll be back.
Oh, snap-a-doodle.
Good luck.
I had to go to the bathroom though, folks. Did you ever think about that? How crazy would that be if we just left you here all alone? I'm still trying to find this layer that I drew these weird wrinkles on. I cannot. What fucking layer did I draw this on? Oh my god. I'm just like going through one by one and hiding these oh, there it is. Boom. Done. Okay, so if anyone has any tips or tricks for how I can draw faces better, please let me know. I need help. I don't have any work as an artist, so it would really help me out if you can tell me. Alright, well, what the fuck am I gonna draw right now? People are just like, when they have, like, they're like, oh, I guess I'll draw, here's a sketch of a dude. He's got like a can of spray paint here, a can of spray paint. Check it out. It's a new Jet Set radio. I have a hard time, and I have like some free time, just being like, I'm gonna doodle. Here's a doodle right here that I drew, because like half the time it's like fucking squiggles and it looks like garbage. I don't know. Some folks just seem to have an easier time doing art than I do. Let's draw this person. I got like a weird aardvark mask. Good guess. Here's a weird aardvark looking mask, you fucking spray painting guy. Now he's got. No, that's terrible. Here you go. Spray painting up a face. Whoa. I did a doodle now. This is how I just totally draw cool drawings. Without even trying. That's how good of a sketcher I am. I just draw shit all the fucking time. let's do like the tech deck hand where you got like hands that are like, wow. I called it a tech deck hand. I don't know why the fuck I called it a tech deck hand. It's more like a Sonic hand. Those Sonic Archie comics always had some very fancily drawn hands. Oh yeah, look at this shit. It's a fucking pair of legs. This dude's got a shirt on. He's wearing armor. Oh no, this is how you sketch, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I'm forcing it. It's hard for me to just randomly sit down and be like, I have nothing in my head. I'm just gonna sketch. Like, do people just do like figure drawings, and then they have like a figure drawing they like, and they're just like, oh, I'll turn this into a finished drawing. I don't know. I have a hard time with that. I have a hard time letting my brain go. Sometimes, somewhere out there, beneath the pale blue sky. Well, I hope all the folks who popped in and then immediately popped out.
All right, I'm back.
Hello.
How have you been?
I was just complaining about how when I sketch, I have no idea what to sketch. And then I drew a dude in an armadillo mask spray painting.
So you proved yourself wrong because you clearly nailed it.
Nailed it! It's on Netflix where you can see people nail it.
What is that show? I've passed by it, but I don't know what it is.
Basically, like, they get somebody who, like, makes a fancy cake, and they like, check it out. Here's this fucking fancy cake.
I nailed
What
it.
Here's our 3 guests, and the 3 guests are just like, hi, I'm a single mom from New York, and I've never baked before in my whole life, so I wanted to be on this baking show. And then, person, like, they, like, give them, like, some fucking cupcakes, and they're just like, make these cupcakes look like thing.
Oh, they
And
give
they're
them like
trying
a
to make
source material?
Yeah, and then, like, they try and recreate, like, fancy, artsy cupcake, and then they obviously don't. And then, that's, like, the joke is, like...
I feel like I could do that. I feel like that...
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
good at that. I could replicate shit.
And then, like, whoever does the best job replicating the 3 prompts over the course of the one episode gets, like, $10,000.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn, I could use fucking $10,000.
Everybody else just
That'd
gets
help me
laughed
out.
at, and that's the whole show.
Yeah, it feels like a bummer to watch, like, 2 other people not make $10,000.
Like, alright, I guess I'll go back to sucking at everything. Bye.
But you all saw my home when we introduced us. You know what I go back to. This is my life. It's
I'm
terrible.
sure you have money to give us all $10,000, but bye.
By you're Netflix, you could definitely afford to give us all $10,000. Okay, bye-bye. I have to buy my kids school supplies.
If
but,
you have any more show ideas coming up, let me know. I'll let you make fun of me again.
I got one where it's called Punch Drunk Love, where you give a bunch of people a bunch of alcohol and then they punch each other and see who can last the longest. And they're
Isn't that bum fights?
Well, yes, but like specifically, you know, these people are signing up to punch each other. Bum fights, I'm pretty sure, exploits free labor.
Oh, gotcha. I thought they basically like gave them something stupid like alcohol or.
Oh, I thought they just like found bums fighting and like filmed it. I don't know.
I think they're like, hey, here's some food or here's some alcohol. Fight each other.
Here's $30 in a shiv. Why don't you guys see who can live to tell about it?
There's my spray paint aardvark mask, dude.
I'm making that spray paint aardvark too.
Oh shit! Look at that.
Hey, what a wonderful kind of day.
Is that the theme song from the show?
Yeah. You ever watch it?
I'm an adult. I don't watch
I am too now.
kids shows.
No, I haven't watched Arthur recently. But when I was growing up, we didn't have cable, so I watched PBS. And you know what you get when you watch PBS? You get fucking
You get Arthur. Yeah, I did not. I was a Cartoon Network kind of guy.
Oh, rich kid.
Yeah, that's right. I was seeing fucking Dexter and Dee Dee hooping and hollering it up.
Yeah, I heard about those from the kids at school. I wouldn't know though. Now I have to watch them as an adult, which is is embarrassing.
I missed out on these formative years of my life.
Now we had cable, and then my parents made like an ultimatum where they were like, to my older brother, I had good grades. My older brother, like, you have to get A's and B's if you want to keep cable, which I think was just their way of being like, let's get rid of cable, but also let's make sure
Let's make the kids feel like it's their fault.
Right. Let's make one of the kids attack the other and not blame us. So
yeah.
So Matt didn't get it obviously, and then I hated him for it. And my parents got off scot-free.
Those fucking conniving bastards.
They're like, we'll just do some infighting. We can escape.
You didn't even help your brother out with his grades. How?
He was older than me. I wasn't advanced enough. I wasn't like a genius. I didn't know how to do homework from 3 grades above me. You kidding?
Look, bro. I don't know what the fuck a multiplication is, but we're gonna do them. You better figure it out.
I'll look it up on the internet. Oh wait, that doesn't exist yet.
Yeah, I looked up these tutorials on YouTube. That may sound like all fake words to you, because right now they are, but I did, and it turns out you're doing math wrong, so eat a dick.
Yeah, so that's how we lost cable, but
yeah,
that's alright.
And you've never forgiven Matt.
Right. I haven't spoken to him since he was in 4th grade.
Makes sense, yeah. That's how long you should hold a grudge for sure.
Right, forever.
Forever. That makes sense to me.
I think so.
Otherwise, like, that Japanese horror movie, The Grudge, like, how long do you think that kid held on to, like, that grudge for? Like, he was meowing like a cat.
Dead,
like,
so
obviously he was. Yeah, that's true.
So for a while.
You gotta meow it. You gotta hold on a grudge till you're meowing like a cat. You remember that from the commercial?
I saw the movie.
You saw the movie?
The Grudge?
Does the kid meow like a cat?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Like howls like.
Because like, because I remember being like a kid, and the trailer was out on TV, me being like, this is dumb, and they're like, check it out, it's The Grudge. This kid has a grudge, all right.
He wasn't even the scary one. His sister's also got a grudge.
Oh no! See, you don't even see the sister in the trailers. They just show like the kid,
one.
And then like the one time in the trailer.
Movie. I don't know. I haven't seen it since I was young, but it freaked me out. The imagery is pretty creepy.
People say it's like one of the better ones.
The story's not very good, but the imagery is scary.
Yeah,
which is like I think the problem most horror movies have.
Yeah.
Like we figured out how to scare people. We didn't figure out how to write a movie.
Yeah. I think that's like it was like the same like universe, quote unquote, as The Ring.
No, but it's like like a knockoff almost.
Okay.
But it's not that. I feel like it's better than what you might think from a knockoff, but it's still it holds up like visually, but the story's not very good.
People still talk about it. I just remember.
I think the imagery still creeps me out when I think about it, so that's something.
I just remember like the trailer was happening, and I'm like, oh, this trailer looks spooky. And then they show like the kid, the brother with like his face looking all makeup, and like he just like opens his mouth, and like I'm pretty sure they use a different sound in the movie, but the trailer they just straight up have a cat meow.
Yeah, he uses the cat. It's not just like meow, but it's like a cat like howling.
Yeah, in the trailer it just goes meow. You're just like, this movie looks fucking dumb all of a sudden. Like, I thought this was like gonna be a spooky one, but this fucking ghost is meowing like a cat. Like,
one time when we were kids, we were watching The Grudge, and there was 3 of us, and my one friend, she did not like horror movies, so she was pissed that we were watching it, and
Of course.
it was just us three home alone, and so she was like, "Fine, I'm not watching." She was standing in the other room, right, like adjacent to us, so she could see us, but she couldn't
Watching
see the
from
screen.
the other room.
She couldn't see the
Or-
screen. She was just like, It was like her protest. Like I'm not
Yeah.
watching. I'm standing over here. I'm pissed off that you guys are watching this. And then, so she's standing there, and we're like screaming and stuff as we're watching this. And then, so she's kind of on edge already because she can hear the movie and she can see us freaking out. But she's like, I'm not watching it. Blah blah. And then, we were the only ones home, and my dad got home, and the front door was in the room she was in, and he opened the door, and it was late at night. So I don't know what he was doing. Anyway, so he comes in the door, and it startled her. She wasn't expecting, so she screams at him, and then my dad's screaming at her. It was very funny for me.
I bet.
Yeah.
Sounds like a.
You don't hear. I feel like most people don't get to see their dad scream very often, and so
No,
I cherish
that's
like the 3 times it's happened in my life.
Just got a sense of the type of man your dad is.
He doesn't show his fear until a child screams at him in the night. Then he screams.
I would too. I would scream
Yeah.
if I saw him. Like,
Oh, that's great.
Dad, you're fired from your fatherly duties. You scream too loud. I like a girl.
Oh, you scared? You get scared of things? Boo.
You scared?
Dads
Not
don't
father
get
anymore.
scared.
Yeah. Think about that next time you're fucking getting scared about shit.
Yeah, my dad has never lived it down, and still is very ashamed. I haven't seen him since. He ran back out to his
Yeah.
car and drove away, and we've never seen him again.
Jeez, you're just estranged from your whole family. You haven't talked to your brother since 4th grade.
Yeah.
Haven't seen your dad since, what grade did you say you were in?
I don't know.
At least that age, though.
Right.
Next up, you're gonna tell me that you never saw your mom again after that one.
She left
parachute
before I was
lesson
born.
went awry. What was that?
She left before I was born.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, you're just
You may
a,
question
an
how that's
orphan.
possible, but don't worry about it.
Yeah. Wait. No, she just left you in an incubation chamber like a Pokemon. That's math problem solved. Done. I solved your math problem.
Thanks.
You are so welcome. Bitch. You little bitch. I'm Arthur.
Yo,
Think you can
motherfucker,
fuck
I'm
with me?
awful.
You ever see what I do to ants?
I lick them up.
Do the same to you. Wait, no, hold on. I'll lick you up and down.
Arthur was a weird show because it's like the people. Everybody's a certain kind of animal, and they reference it during the show, but they didn't really put that much effort into making them look like said animals. Like one guy's
No,
a
they
bulldog, and he looks like Shrek.
Yeah. They.
And you can
the
only find out he's a
animals-
bulldog by looking it up on like Wikipedia.
I feel like we were talking about
I
that
think we did,
bulldog.
yeah.
Dude. I feel like.
Yeah, you. I think you were the one who told me it was a bulldog, and then I was like, no. And I looked it up, and
That's
I was like,
definitely a Shrek.
He was a Shrek man. Obviously.
He was a Shrek the whole time. So hey, if anybody from Bomb Crush Cyberpunk wants to hire a character designer, check it out. I was
I can
talking
draw
about.
a Shrek. Or
I can draw a
Arthur.
Shrek. I can draw an aardvark, more like a Sprard, more like a shit, I can't think of a pun.
Come on. They're
More
never
like a
gonna hire
canned
you now.
eater. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Ian. Your spray paint based puns do not meet our minimum standard. You have to go through the escape chute now. We pull a lever and the chair falls to
The
the
chute
floor.
goes into the trash, just so you know.
Yeah, because you're trash. You make me sick.
Just like trash does.
Just like how trash makes me.
You know, trash makes me sick. You know how you know about that? Well, you do too. So you're going in the trash.
You're a trash man. Boom.
Beautiful.
Look at those aardvarks.
Yours looks like he's drawing a penis that got cut off.
He is actually. That is.
I mean, the penis thing got cut off, but the drawing of it
the
got
penis
cropped.
got cut off. That's
It's a
how
cropped penis. All right.
It's a crop cock.
It's a cock crop.
Cock crop.
Yeah, let's see here. Let's save this one
Let's see.
because obviously this needs to go on Twitter.
Obviously, this needs to be saved. This drawing that I was complaining about how I never know what to draw while I draw the drawing.
Turns out you lied because you drew a thing.
I mean, I would still normally never draw that.
Well, you did. There you have
I
it.
sure did.
Why is this time not normal?
Because I was pulling up an example of somebody who is able to draw.
Let's see. Oh, one thing. So I said we were going to, from now on, call out people who subscribed on when we were off the air. So I want to say thanks, Vinny Short Kid, for following. You're probably not watching right now.
Short
But if
Kid.
you are. Anyways, thanks for joining the crew.
Thank you so much.
So we have about a half hour left. Should we do a rock, paper, pencil, or should we do something else?
I was about to recommend a rock, a paper, pencil.
Alright.
I'll get drawing the boundaries.
Sure.
Let's see here. What should we?
What could the theme be this time around?
Did I write any notes this time around? I've been occasionally writing a number too.
This is episode 37. I called it, this episode we don't draw bombs. Which already has been wrong, but
You did draw a bomb. That was like the first thing we drew.
it's always the first thing we draw.
Yeah. Oh boy, I didn't write down any ideas for a draw bomb.
Neither did I.
Oh boy. You know.
I guess rock, paper, pencil is canceled.
Yeah, we were canceling the show. Couldn't think of anything.
Thanks for watching the last episode.
You didn't know it, and neither did we.
We thought it'd be fun for the last segment to reveal that we're
It was
canceled.
the last segment. And that was the last segment. Bye, folks. It's been a good show. Bow, 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 bow. Fucking, we should draw. You're the kids from Weird Science, and you're trying to create a woman in your lab, and you don't succeed. What comes out of its weird pod and like that outfit? From Weird Science.
Should we just call the theme Weird Science?
Yeah.
And then we both got to reference that one shot of her like looking all sexy and like the smoke and like the broken door.
Yep. You're gonna do this, but not sideways. Okay, I can't.
Yep, that's the shot I was talking about.
Yeah, it won't let me delete. Okay. Delete, undo. Okay, well, I lost the fucking thing I did because it wouldn't. Oh, shit. Okay. That was weird, but I'll go with it.
Just
Yeah,
Google Weird Science Lisa and you'll get the shot you're looking for. Unless
These are the shots that you're looking for, ladies and gentlemen.
That movie's
she's in
weird.
another thing, too.
The movie's really weird.
Yeah.
It's like it feels more like a fantasy than like an actual movie. Like the actual story is pretty like lacking. It's just like all over the place.
Well,
It's strange.
it's basically the setup for a porno.
Yeah,
And
it
then
is.
like she doesn't dress like in anything that would make you think it's not gonna be one. Like
Right. But then she's
in,
got
like-
she's a little more intellectual than you might have expected, and she teaches
She-
them a thing or two about friendship and maturity and sticking
And,
up for yourself.
yeah, and like why you making a woman in your lab is
Not-
not gonna teach you.
But then also, I think she like hooks up with them like the whole
She
movie.
definitely hooks up with one of them, so she is also like sort of a prize at the end of it.
But
it's not
she actually
like
is into
that.
them too, though.
It's not John Hughes's most progressive work.
It's
is
a
what
weird
I'm
one.
trying to say.
But she's also into them too, so it's not. I don't know. It's just a weird.
Well, they
concept.
made her, so it's
Right,
like weird.
right. It's pretty weird.
That's like Woody Allen like adopting a kid and like fucking his own adopted kid.
I suppose so.
All right, so draw your weird science.
On that note, now that we've ruined that movie for everybody who might have liked it,
Yeah, sorry guys, cancel culture came for weird science. But to
I
be
don't
fair, you
hate the
should've
movie,
seen that
but I
one
don't
coming.
think it's great either.
No, it's.
I'm like, this is a
It's
weird
a fantasy.
80s
Is what it is.
trippy movie. And
It's
that's
not
it.
as bad as Revenge of the Nerds, okay? Because
This movie has way less rape than Revenge
less
of the Nerds.
rape than Revenge of the Nerds. That is 100%. As far as I remember, though, I don't remember every scene from that movie. There could be something where we watch it after the fact and we might be like, oh no, that's racist.
Alright, so I'm gonna hide your. You wanna write
I'm
weird
gonna hide
science
the
as the
BCs.
theme?
What was that?
You wanna write weird science as the theme at the top?
Yes, I should.
Weirder science.
Too weird.
I don't know what I'm gonna make yet, by the way.
Too weird science. So you're creating a creature in your laboratory. It's not a successful. You're not creating.
You're trying to create a sexy lady and you fail. Well, it doesn't have to be that.
Yeah, you don't make Kelly LeBrock. You make something else. All right. This may have been too niche.
I know. I'm like, I have no idea what to make.
I mean, this is what you get when I throw something out there.
You took control, and this is what
I
happened.
did. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna go with the first idea I had. All right, so, have you been playing any games lately?
You already asked me that, and I said grounded.
Yes, you did. That is correct, and I did ask that.
Yeah. How about you? Have you been playing any games lately?
So yeah, I beat Carrion. That was
Yes.
fine.
Yeah, it
I'm
was.
not a
I
fan.
didn't like it as much as I was hoping I would. I haven't beaten it yet, but it's fine.
I like it. I'm not a fan of the Metroidvania genre.
Oh,
Like
I like that type of game. I don't know.
I get lost enough in real life. Like I don't gotta like get lost in a video game too. Cause like I played Super Metroid. Is that the
Yeah,
like
I love Super
one of the
Metroid.
ones? And like I played
That's
that. and
that's
then,
the one
like,
they're
I came-
referencing when they say Metroid in the Metroidvania
Yeah.
thing.
Well, yeah, I just wasn't because I know the first Metroid is like that same genre, but it's not the one that starts with all the dead people in the lab.
It's not quite. It doesn't have the same acclaim as.
Yeah. Super Metroid, the Super one. But yeah, so like I played Super Metroid, and then like I got a distance, and then I remember getting stuck, and then I remember I had to go, and like I didn't have access to the game for a while, and then when I came back to it like a month or two later, I just had no fucking clue what I was supposed to do, and for me that's the prototypical Metroidvania experience is,
If you
You
walk
better
away
do
for
it
a
all.
second, you're gonna forget how to play.
yeah. you're gonna forget like what dot on the map you're now able to get to. So I don't know. I'm just not a fan of that genre.
I think there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. But if you don't give me a map, that's the example of the wrong way to do it.
Exactly, and Carrion does not have a map.
Well, I beat Carrion. I managed to do that.
I've been playing Wander Song lately,
I don't know what that is.
which is also on Game Pass.
How is it?
It's fun. It's like a cute little game. I don't think it's gonna be very long, but it's a fun, cute game. Do you remember that video of like Half-Life, but like the AI is self-aware, where like the folks are pretending to be like the NPCs from Half-Life 1, the dudes in the VR. So like they have in those videos they do the Black Mesa sweet voice, which yeah, exactly. So that gimmick comes from Wander Song. I think that was like a mod somebody made for Gary's mod to like sort of mimic the game, because like the way the sweet voice works is you look up or down and like the tone and the color of the orb changes, and that's sort of how Wander Song looks, except it's like a 2D platformer. It's very reminiscent of Paper Mario. It's got big Paper Mario vibes to it.
Okay.
Except you sing to solve all your problems, so it's like super cute, because like you'll like go to like a cave with a monster in it, and like the one character you're with is just like, let me hurt it with my magic, and then you're just like, I will talk to it with song, and then you sing and you solve puzzles with your singing. It's a fun game. I'm enjoying it. It's cute.
Okay.
It's charming. I like the character designs. It's fun. You got a button to dance with. Yeah, I've been playing that. I've been enjoying that.
Yeah, maybe I'll check that out. I've also been playing, what else? Ghost of Tsushima still, a little Paper Mario.
Grounded.
Gonna try out Fall Guys tonight. If you're free tonight, you can, I'll stream it or something.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
If you want, it's up to you.
Or I'll see what my brother's doing later on tonight. He might be asleep already.
Yeah, it won't be until midnight that it even comes out. So.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, that'll be plenty of time. Gosh, it's amazing, but after a while, week to week in quarantine, just sort of starts to blend together.
Yeah, I'm not in quarantine anymore, unfortunately. So.
Well, yeah, but you're still like, when you're not at work, you're
right. But I'm at work most of the time.
Staying home. Yeah, you're at work a lot.
But yeah.
What was that?
I said, but yeah. So that's kind of what I've been up to. But yeah. What else? I'm trying to think. I think there's something else I've been playing a little bit of. I'm playing some Neon Abyss, which is like essentially a knockoff of like Binding of Isaac and Enter the Gungeon. It's like a combination.
Bit of a roguelite.
It is definitely.
Or whatever the proper term for that type of.
It's fun, but it's yeah, I don't know. It's fun, but you can definitely tell it's got a lot of inspiration from other games.
Yeah.
I was hanging out with my brother, and we watched. When I say watched, that's a very generous. It was on in the background as we were hanging out. It was called Flatland.
It was like a movie that came out in 2007, I want to say. It was on YouTube,
so we watched it, which is an interesting movie. It's based on like a Victorian book from like the 1880s or something like that, where like there's a group of people who live in a 2D world, and so they, have a society based on being able to see 2 dimensions, and there's like political strife going on and stuff like that. And then like some dude, like the main character, has a dream where he meets characters who are one-dimensional, and then he tries to explain the concept of 2D to the one-dimensional figures who don't believe him.
And then he's doing a thing, and then a person from the world of 3D comes in and tries to explain the concept of 2D to the guy, and he doesn't believe it at first. And so he eventually gets taken to the 3D world. His mind is fucking blown because he's never seen, 3D before. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
We've been watching What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
Have you gotten to Jackie J. Charity yet?
No. I've not. I think it's like the next episode.
Well,
And I've also been watching a lot of Cowboy Bebop upon your suggestion.
Oh yeah, how you liking Cowboy Bebop?
I'm really loving it. It took me like 3 or 4 episodes before I was hooked, but I'm enjoying it a lot now.
It's a good show.
It surprises me that you've never seen Akira because I get very strong Akira vibes from it.
I need to. I saw Cowboy Bebop. Actually, Cowboy Bebop was like the first anime I watched where I was just like, this isn't dumb. Which is not to say that all anime was dumb. I just think.
But you hadn't seen any good ones yet at that point.
Yeah. But I also think I was at the time I had watched Tenchi Muyo, and I remember liking Tenchi Muyo, so I don't know what the fuck my timeline was and all that.
It took me a while before I found animes I liked, and even once I did, I still had to like ask people. I wasn't really like the type of person that would like hunt down the ones I would like because it was few and far between. I dislike most of the ones I've seen, so kind of like ask people who watch a lot, like, all right, recommend some to me because I know there are good ones. I just have trouble finding them myself.
Yeah, and you gotta like vet who is into anime that you're gonna get the recommendations from. Cause
I have a buddy who watches a lot, and so I'm just like, all right, here's the ones I like. Recommend some to me. He's like, okay, try this, and this.
It's good to have that friend because
if you ask somebody who's got like an anime avatar on the internet, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah. You'd be like, well, first off, you have to learn Japanese if you're going to enjoy anime.
Yeah. Let me ask you, how do you feel about tentacles?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love tentacles?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how into the concept of non-consensual sex scenes are you?
With animal monsters.
With animal monsters, and how explicit are you okay with the sex scenes being, and how comfortable would you be watching this show with your parents?
Well, everybody knows the moment your parents enter the room, a sex scene will start on whatever you're watching.
Always. That's how it always goes. You're just like, no, Mom, I swear, this is a show that
It's about lightsabers most of the time.
Oh, lightsabers? Is that what you call it?
That we call an erection. Ew.
First of all, don't be using that word.
It's the noise I make every time I have an erection. It's a big turn on for everyone involved.
I hope my creature is as horrifying as I'm intending it to be.
Mine is. I couldn't really come up with anything too clever, so we'll see.
Weird science.
Science!
That's another one of those, like, that theme song for that movie is very of its time.
Yeah. Weird.
It's like, you've seen Strange Brew with the Mackenzie brothers, right?
Yeah, of course.
Like, that song, like, the theme song for that movie is, like, so fucking 80s.
What is the song for that?
It's like, God, I don't even know. I just know, like,
There
it's
is a
got,
song
like,
called
synth.
Strange Brew, but it's not that one.
Yeah, it's like a weird. It's like it goes like bow 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 bow.
It's like a fucking synth that's,
Yeah.
like, doing a bouncy bass line. It's like,
We used to watch that movie a lot when we were young, but I don't remember.
I saw it once. It's a fun movie. Now I gotta ask you, when they were doing Weird Science, like, and they made the lady, did they make the underwear outfit for her?
There's a montage of them like cutting things out of all these like porn mags and like fashion mags, all these like models. And
Gotcha.
they like feed it into their computer, like that's how it works.
That's how technology works.
Exactly.
Well, that was a John Hughes movie, I'm pretty sure.
It was. I mean, and I can't criticize it that much because it did very, very well.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Just such a funny concept for a movie.
Strange, yeah. I feel like I feel like the concept isn't the part that needs work. I think
It's the execution.
the execution is
More than-
really bizarre and weird and all over the place. I don't know, but it did well. So who am I? I don't know. I just don't think. I feel like the concept could be made good. I just don't. I didn't. Like
Oh yeah,
that
no,
much.
I mean, again, like, it's not the concept. Like, the concept itself, I'm sure, is not anything outlandish sounding or anything like that. It's like, a bunch of dudes try and make a woman in a lab. Like, okay, well, that makes sense. I get it. But
They
you know,
don't
it's again,
expect
it's
to
all
actually
about
pull it off, and then for some reason they do.
yeah.
But then she's like a god, and there's all this weird stuff that goes on, and all these weird creatures, and weird science.
And then some weird science happens, and
Yeah.
then she hooks up with the one. I guess I don't know. She hooks up with her
I
dad.
think she hooks up
If
with
you-
all
if
of
you-
them.
Does she?
I don't know. They never outright say it, but I mean, I think so.
It's played off like she.
They're like, I don't know. It's
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
it's like a scene where one
But
of
if
the
she did
boys
hook up
wakes
with
up and
any
he's
of them,
wearing
she
her
definitely
underwear,
had sex with her.
and then he
What was
like
that?
There's one of the scenes where the one kid wakes up wearing her underwear, and then he comes downstairs and his brother like kicks his ass because he's wearing like women's underwear, but he forgets that he was wearing it or something like that. So I think that's like the sign that he did. And then I don't know. She's like in the shower with the other one at a different scene. I don't know. It's. I think she hooks up with. She's like in love with them, both.
So you're saying she fucked her dad?
Her dad. Oh yeah, I guess because they created her, right? Is God our dad? Because he made us.
Oh, they call him the father.
Oh shit, you're right. He's my papa.
Hey, Pops. Just need you to flood these Romans.
I got you. Get in a boat.
I thought you'd never ask.
I love flooding. Promised I wouldn't do it again, but boy, do I love flooding.
Promised your mom.
She gets so mad when I flood.
She gets so mad at me flooding things.
But it's what I was meant to do. I never meant to be a father. I just wanted to be a flooder.
God damn it, I'm a flood insurance salesman. What am I supposed to do? Alright, I'm collaring mine, so it's
Me
almost
too.
done. I have a feeling we probably did the same idea.
To some degree. I'm sure.
I have not looked at the chat. Is there anyone talking in the chat right now? Not
No.
that I expect there
Nope.
to be, but no. Empty chat tonight.
Yeah.
That's alright. We had Captain Sheepy pop in and say hi.
Yeah.
Weird science. So that goes to show you, folks, if you're a fucking unfuckable nerd in high school, the best way for you to get laid is to create a woman. And then she'll just be all up on you.
But be careful.
And you'll
because
never have sex unless you do that exact thing.
I think at the end they both meet girls, if I remember correctly. And
Because
she
she has
helps
taught them to
She helps
respect
them.
women and to listen to them beyond.
Actually, she does, I think.
No, yeah, I know. I remember that part from the movie.
and she also helps them build their confidence.
Yeah, I remember seeing parts of that movie on Comedy Central, and as a kid being kind of like, it's a little fucked up, I think. Like, I get it. Don't get me wrong, I get it, but like...
That's a weird movie. I know it has
It's a
weird in
weird
the title,
movie.
but that doesn't justify the amount of weirdness.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's just not. It sounds like. I mean, not. It sounds like it was very successful for its time. So maybe
It was
it's
a
one of
John
those
Hughes movie,
niche.
I mean, you know.
Well, yeah, I
he
know,
was-
but
he was cranking out bangers.
I think it was niche. Like it worked for its time, and now it just doesn't. Not everything has to hold up.
Oh yeah, no, I mean certain movies only work. I mean the thing is, not everything needs to be like a shining beacon of like progressive thought or anything like that. But
Movies can
you know,
just be fun.
sometimes a movie does. Again, like it's not Revenge of the Nerds, where there's a
That
literal
movie
rape
was
scene in
like
the movie.
pretty. I know it has a rape scene, but it's also was like kind of big because it was pretty big for the whole concept of like now it's common to be like I'm nerdy, but like back in the day,
Yeah.
like you get your ass kicked like by everybody.
Yeah, you couldn't be like I play D&D.
Yeah, you couldn't be proud of it. And now it's
Yeah.
it almost seems alien now. It's like what just like what you like, and it's like yeah, but people would
You couldn't before.
kick your ass in. I didn't live through that time, but I'm just saying like that movie was kind of big in that sense. That it was one of the first ones to be like, hey, be yourself. It's fine.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't say I was like I was a nerd in school and stuff like that, but I also wouldn't say that I particularly ran into issues meeting people or anything like that. Like
No, I didn't have
I
any
became
issues.
friends with like at that point Vice City like was a thing, and like I like struck a friendship with like one of the coolest kids in my school because we were both talking about how funny the radio was in Vice City. So like if you could do that like back in the day, like you know, it wasn't that shameful to play video games or any shit like that. So,
Yeah.
but now you got like a whole bunch of people who are like gatekeepers and shit like that who are just like, this person has to prove that they're a fucking.
It has to go in a cycle now that everybody's so confident. Now they're overconfident.
Yeah. Dumb shit.
Yep. But no, I feel like we lived in a pretty good time where you can kind of be yourself.
Yeah. It was the 90s, baby. Do what you want. Free love. So, I don't know.
Yep, I think that's when that happened.
All I knew is that if you liked Pokemon, you couldn't let a Digimon kid know or he'd fuck you up.
Digimon kid killed my parents.
Dude, man, my parents died in the Digimon Wars, bro. They fought and died. They fought and died so that you could give praise to Agumon, bro.
It's the only way that you could enjoy your shiny Charmander.
If you're rubbing it into somebody else's face. I am very close to finishing
too.
this drawing. How close would you say you are?
I could be done now if I had to be.
Alright, well, I wouldn't go that far, but...
I didn't ask you to go that far.
How far do you want me to go, man?
All the way.
All the way.
All the way.
All the way. I was out. That's actually U2 song I was about to sing. Hey, you know what we did this week or last week?
What's up?
We made a font.
We did. That was awesome. Can I use that in here? Is there font in this program?
There's fonts. Yeah, you could
Oh,
probably
yes,
load
yeah.
it up
Let
into
me try it.
yeah. Let me know.
Called it Brandon Hand. There it is.
There you go. I named mine Ian Handwriting.
So,
I am very smart.
what was the website called? Do you remember?
It was called Calligrapher, but you take out the E before the R, so it's like Calligrapher. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's pretty cool program or service.
Yeah. I think it's cool. Like, I think it's got. Well, first of all, I've been like sort of wanting to for a while make a handwriting font so that I could, do, not have to like fucking personally handwrite all my drawings. It's it's cool because now I have a handwriting font. It's the free version, so there's certain features I wish I had that I don't have, which is fine because again it's a free version, so I don't ask for the moon or anything like that. Yeah, it's cool. So if anyone's ever trying to
I'm trying to show it off, but I'm having issues getting the font service to work on here.
But if anybody wants to make their own font, just go to the website. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, so this is my font made from my handwriting.
Let me see if I can put it there. Oh, it's right there.
Pretty cool that you can do that. What do you know?
Now we can make comics and we can make it look like we wrote the words in them, and we didn't. We're just fucking lazy.
We're lying to you.
We're liars. Alright, I'm finished.
Okay.
Wait, actually, I'm sorry. Give me 2 seconds to finish up one. But yeah, I'm pretty much done. And yeah, I'm pretty much good to go.
Alright, I'm gonna show yours then. You ready?
I'm gonna show yours. 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, yeah, we did the same thing, basically. Weird!
I like I like how yours is going kill me, mine's going her.
You wanna have sex?
You wanna put your penis inside of my goo flaps?
It still has a skeleton. They got that part right.
Yeah, they managed to keep the material is there. It just all didn't solidify quite how they were.
Yeah.
I don't think the protein.
They didn't
chains
cook it
quite-
long enough.
Yeah.
It's melty.
A little melty of a person, I would say.
Let me save this.
Yeah, I'm gonna save all these
Science.
pictures of Lisa.
Yeah, just for for reference.
For reference, Kelly LeBrock reference photos. You
Right.
know, and I'm trying to draw a person and not at all because she's like
Gorgeous.
in her underwear and gorgeous and like multiple outfits that are definitely revealing.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It's just
No.
for reference.
Yeah, 100%.
It's easier to draw the
Kelly
human
Le-
form when there's less clothes on it.
Yeah. That's why when you get people drawing reference, it's a naked.
That's
person,
why every
because-
time I had to draw a human in college, it was grandpas, naked grandpas.
Yeah.
All my figure drawing classes were majority old men.
Mine were like 3 old guys. No one. There was like one physically fit person.
Yeah, there was like a random one that would come in here and there.
Yeah.
It was
But for
mostly
the
old
most
men.
part, they weren't getting models. They were getting model. I don't know.
Unmodeled.
Yeah.
Clay.
Exactly. But it's fine. I've got these
Yeah,
reference photos.
it helps me get better at drawing, but it hurt me.
I chafed a lot. Yeah, I'm just saving these reference photos.
Great.
Don't
Put
mind
what do you
me.
call that folder? Taxes.
Don't open. Homework.
All right, it's time to play us out. I'm gonna do it.
Alright.
I'll do it. I swear to God.
I promise. This time I won't.
I'm gonna
won't
do
forget
it.
the song.
Doi 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 doi.
Oh, you did it.
No, I was just trying to start you off.
Oh no, it's okay.
You
I've
give it
given
up.
up on this quest.
I
cannot-
was hoping one day you'd get it.
I feel like the one day I got close enough, and I was just like,
We've done
what the?
37 episodes. That's a lot.
That's a lot of times I've done that. Whoa.
All right. Any plugs,
Alrighty.
Ian?
Plugs. Look at the bar at the bottom and give us money for my laptop, please.
No, not for his laptop. For a non-laptop.
A desktop, yeah, not a tablet. I'm on a tablet right now. But otherwise, just come back next Monday. Tell your friends. Tell somebody who will give us money if we plug them.
If you make a lady in a lab, please ask her to watch the show.
Yeah. Tell any ladies you've made in a lab, or anybody you have just trapped in your house in some form or another to
Give
watch
them a
us.
way to watch the show from their prison room.
Check out the Weird Science TV show.
I don't know. Is that canceled
More
yet,
women
or
in
is that
bikinis.
still good? Is it still on?
I doubt it.
Oh. All right. You stole my plug. So same.
Okay.
Ditto.
Same plugs. Weird Science TV show.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks, Big.